Hello, welcome back to Kevin Outwit Emmy Plays Humankind. Still sick with whatever. It's been bothering me for a couple days. If there's anyone who enjoys all the different series on my channel, you're gonna get a feel for how out of sync my uploads are. This is going up far later than other series where I'm also complaining about being sick with whatever this thing is. So yeah, just still gonna be a little bit low energy. I don't know that it's as bad as it was. It's on the up, but we're just talking about a little bit of sick on top of the medical emergency, so we'll see. I'm also annoyed because I realized I've been talking to this doctor's office for over a month now. It's like, seriously, man, you know it's a medical emergency, and you can't look at my records within a month. It's like, ridiculous. The U.S. has basically already collapsed, I'm telling you. Like, I mean, if you're healthy and you're out working, like, you maybe don't notice it so much, but if you depend on, the infrastructure of the country functioning and laws being enforced, the country's already collapsed. Alright. You're feeling a little feisty today. Let's see if we can make it to turn 100, yeah? Kind of just accepted that I should scale down the micromanagement a little bit for my own sake, if not for the series' sake. Actually doing that is going to be the challenge. I also feel called out. I've been doing a lot of psychology work recently. And one of the, what do we call it? A weakness, vulnerability of my type of personality is going and burying your head into strategizing instead of, like, properly exploring, I guess, what you'd call emotions, values, how you feel. So when I'm complaining about not feeling right, I'm at least trying to buck the trend of burying my head in strategy games. That's what we're going to tell ourselves, at least. Alright. So I know our... Why is the camera twitching like that? You see that? I don't know. Well, our priority right now is to get these regions into our empire and not have an entire stability collapse doing it. Now we'll probably have to clear these ruins because ruins most likely hit stability. It is annoying where they built their districts, but not too much we can do about that. Just making sure my recording is working. Yeah, it's the type of day where things introduce unhappy surprises. So just keeping an eye. So this is the other district. Oh, that one's already online. Would you stop twitching? What the hell? I'm blowing my mouse. Maybe that'll fix it. Yeah. Can't afford to do that. Well, we stopped the regions from decaying. That's what matters. So, construction-wise, I guess we all set for a little bit. Because we just gonna be finishing that Colossus. Now, this is the micromanaging I can really scale back on. Oh, come on. But now it's literally like teaching me that no, you can't. The one turn that I'm like, alright, I'm finally done making sure there's no leverage on the map for these envoys. There's leverage on the map for the envoys. Oh. Wonder what generated that leverage. Is Teal trespassing? Probably. Considering they got wiped. It probably spawned. Now there's scouts over here trespassing. So this no man's land is where the failed nations go to wait for their next death. What even is that? Like, you trying to go raid on them? Do they even have anything worth stealing? And you're just trying to raid them for the hell of it. Stupid envoys. Leverage mechanics. If I play another series of this, I might actually see if the leverage thing can be disabled. But before I do that, I'll see if there's just a better way to handle it. Excuse me. Now, you're not gonna lose influence. Yes, you are. Get back in there. Alright, so the cultural exchange doesn't work in an outpost region. Good to know. Glad we were paying enough. Speaking of paying attention, look how much gold we got. Should put that to use. I have no recollection of why he's there. Did I see like a curiosity or something? Because tactically, there's no reason for you to be over there. Doesn't even put you in range of that forest that I could have you cut down. That sucks. Is there a tech that lets you exploit the forests outside of your borders? That'd be nice. That guy will probably cut that one down. I believe cutting down forests in outpost regions is useless once the outpost is built. So, there. How many military units do I have running around? Not a bad amount. 4. Well, 5, technically. I cannot believe that there's civilizations with weaker military than me. I'm just over here like, yeah, I mean, if someone wants to pick up weapons and go wander around, go for it. Well, you know, there's no state military over here. Anyway, looking for forests. Are those forests? I think they are. Okay. That's forest. That's also not in my borders, though, so that's useless. We didn't want to cut down over there, if I remember right. I mean, this region will be mine soon enough. It's a lot to chop. Might actually want to leave this one alone, though. I don't know. Stand there for a second. What districts are these? Farmers? Farmer, yeah. It's makers, though, so it's like we don't want to cut those forests. But the rest of that's a stone field. I don't think that's a choppable forest. Even if we see trees there. There's actually a lot of forest down there, but that's the... See, that's confusing because we have a complete border of this region because we don't own it. So you gotta be mindful of that. There's a lot of forest up there we could chop. Now, you know I'm gonna be in the late game, like, why don't I have any forests? Where'd they go? I'm gonna send him down there first, so why not? Not the most efficient use of anything, but... Alright, envoy guy. Oh, we already moved you. We need stuff again. Stupid needy envoys. So leverage does not just pop up without reason. That's something we've learned. Something has to provoke it. Repito. Well, I mean, you are Carthage. Congratulations, you finally found your coast. Maybe you can go to war with Brown, who's literally just got ships parked up here and probably will for the entire game. I have no idea what this scout should be doing. Oh man, you wanna go like float your boat over there? You just go scout for things. It's your job. Alright, so something actually has to generate leverage. And then I can't be expecting anything in the middle of like an empire until spying and those things come online. Down here might be an interesting spot. I don't want to spend turns outside of territory though. Maybe we'll follow that road through Brown's territory. I want to get over there. I need to be maximizing my influence. I'm not giving too much of a benefit to the leader. Might just park these guys. That does up your upkeep, as the name implies. Doesn't look like there's going to be any opportunities up here. So why don't you head on down there? I don't know which of these regions we want to grab first. It'll likely depend on the stability situation. What could we afford? If anything. +8 industry is not terrible. And again, the more we chop, the lower it drops. So, industry per copper, makers quarters. So, we're going to be bringing a maker's quarters online for each city. It's not really enough to justify. We're close to getting or having enough money to buy certain things. That's a plus 12. Oh, per river. It might be a good purchase. Or we focus on stability. Or science. 3 science isn't worth it. School's too expensive, even though, I mean, that is worth it science-wise. Maybe we buy that one. Why are we building a school before a library? Yeah, why are we doing it in that order? Oh, I've invested some production in that. Well, actually, I'd like to cancel that out and throw it into the Colossus. It's actually... well, I think it helped. Huh. Yeah, if we're going to invest the turns for something, the population boosting one is the one. Of course, that's the expensive one. The question is, do we care more about science or do we care more about production at the moment? Or stability? I know bringing those regions in is going to be harsh. So we're going to play it safe. At least in this city, because the Colossus will boost stability in the other one. So we'll buy the fountain. And then the move is most likely going to be to save the rest of the money. Unless we want a trade route. We do need to keep an eye and make sure that this remains a good alliance. No idea why I have so much war support. Influence? Sure, why not? For 100 gold, we could boost our science by 6. That feels much better, though. I wonder if some of these trade routes got looted, because I swear I had those maxed out, and I know I had tea. Well, I think some trade routes got destroyed, and that's why I'm suddenly not financially suffering anymore. 5 food, 5 stability, 2%. 2%'s got to be better. I'd rather have the food than... well, we'll take one more of that. Food on farmers' quarters versus 2%. Game's gonna make me do math, huh? Well, 100 is a nice number. So 2% is 2. And you're like 1 point something. So T is not great. Thing I don't know is whether it's counting income or revenue. But I choose not to calculate that. Let's get ourselves saffron. Will be the saffron Don. That's worth the money. And it'll help preserve that relationship. 16 food. Congratulations, we've played one turn in 20 minutes. Now, turn 100 optimistic. What is this, bombs? I don't want bombs.
Your empire is an enigma.
You attacked an envoy. What? I wasn't even in your territory yet, was I? What are the chances that they would pay that? It can't be good, right? You're currently playing a militarist civ who's well ahead of the curve. Yeah. It feels like a dangerous game making a demand. It doesn't give them more war support or anything, though, does it? I don't know if this is going to destroy any trade routes. I doubt I have anything going through their territories. Well, if I'm trading with yellow, I would love to reroute around them, though. That's such a dumb idea. But I don't think they can declare war just because I'm demanding something. And if they do declare war, having a higher support to start with.
Pay me or prepare your headstone.
This is unforgivable!
She just ended a war with someone else. That's not a good sign. I mean, I helped bring peace to the world, but... Uh-oh. Weren't you building another city over there? I'm getting confused. Where is Teal? Have you just not figured out where to place your unit yet? Was I even in your territory when you attacked? I don't think so. Yeah, I was. Ooh, leverage. Well, I don't know that we're getting that one. Stop running. You already got away. Where was that one trying to go? I don't know. What? Yeah, I know the demands were refused. Am I not allowed to just, like, leave them there? I thought they could just be, like, oh, yeah, sure, well, you know, we're just, having a problem, but, you know, it's
Another
fine.
empire has built and gained the vision of the great lighthouse of Alexandria. Maybe they'll let you visit.
Oh, yeah? Where? Where's the lighthouse? There it is. Congratulations, Purple. Purple and Brown, the two nations that might actually have a naval war at some point. Hey, where are you at? There you are. Would you believe it? That's our first click of this button today. This series, even. So was it over here where the leverage was generated? I mean, there's no way I'm going to be able to... No, it's over there. They settling a lot of places. I already forgot where they are again. Yeah, we're on a roll today. You know, we got two envoys way too close to each other. That's not helpful. Of course, you were going to cut down through there. I don't know if that's such a great idea anymore. You can survive that. It's fine. I'm sure they don't have any military units hanging around down here. Hey, are you using those forests? What great envoys I would be helping myself to some lumber. I can't believe how few players have the achievement related to chopping forests. So you're saying people just don't do that. Like, it's free real estate. Oh, alright, we can afford that. I don't like how it doesn't tell you what the stability penalty will be. That's sketchy as all can be. So we're going to drop a save, because this could go bad. Who are we attaching first? What's this region good for? You're not telling me because there's too many districts. Alright. I mean, this city would certainly love to be able to move more people into industry. So would you. That's not on the line yet, though. Oh, cool. We already have the quarters online for that. We'll just attach this one because it's available now. Oh, 84. That's very tolerable. Not a problem at all. Let's see if we can boost the production. And boost the food. Can we get away with neglecting the science? I think so. So as far as expansion stars, that'll get us bronze. We're going to be slowing down on the expanding. Definitely without having the influence. You know, another civic was supposed to have unlocked this turn. It doesn't look like it did. And I guess that the countdown is telling me when I can afford to pick one, not when I'll get a new civic. We do want that, of course. But we want everything, so I'm gonna have to develop some type of influence budget. That is scary how far Brown is into the medieval era. Someone needs to check them. Fortunately, I mean, they're diplomatically isolated, right? I don't know. We do need to get that embassy built, even if we're annoyed that it became more expensive, too. Yeah, where might leverage be relevant? Things with the city-states don't seem to generate them. You have 2 cities right up there. What? Well, I guess you conquered that. Okay, fine. Where might there be leverage? Like, we know pink and brown, maybe. This is another pink and brown location. I don't see that I have any envoys nearby other than the one who ran away like a coward. 3 turns to run back. You ran that far in 1 turn and you can't get back. Like, man, you can go hang out down there. That's still 3 turns. Fine. Rude. Alright, other envoy, where the hell are you? You're going to a noob. Because you're a noob. Where is he? It's you? Well, that's a long way to go. Maybe you're not going there. Why don't you just go down here? We're already sending one there, that's why. I don't want to step outside of the territory and lose the influence, but I think that's going to happen anyway. These guys are pacified, so I'm not too worried about that. Purple needs to come out of that era and absorb all those territories. That's what needs to happen next. It's actually smarter if they find their way over there from the east direction. Alright, cool. You're not actually going to spend a turn there, though. Who are these guys? Carthage rebels. They're not hostile to me, are they? I don't actually know who they're hostile to. Like, what are they doing? I don't know. I guess we can't just sit on the demands.
Our demand is unnecessary. Forget it.
You want to grovel? That's fine. I'll watch.
Well, I guess there's no reason to press demands unless you're willing to do some immediately. Good thing we got our militia. And all this other good stuff, too. How that Colossus going? Yeah, we about to build that. Yeah, we about to build that. And you'll be able to sustain that territory as soon as you can afford it. 500 influence. So there's no way that's happening in 1 turn. What's this? Surely that won't still be there. Purple and brown are getting along for the moment, aren't they? Do you still generate influence when you're in the sea? Let us see. Yes. What is the relation between... Oh, they're in an alliance?
You have my ear.
Oh.
For a time.
Everybody all friendly
It
with
was
each
not
other.
love or hate at first sight. Let's see how second sight goes.
Keeps us safe, I suppose. Are we trading with you? No. Want a science exchange?
Come. Both our peoples need this.
This is pleasing. I am content to join together on this.
I'm happy to boost anyone
Yes,
who's not
greetings.
you.
I hope you don't mind if
I would not put myself in this position if I feared the consequences.
Well. Well, okay, this doesn't cost me
I think we
anything.
can undertake a common venture. Do you agree?
We accept, and we should celebrate the agreement.
I bid you greetings in the name of my proud people.
Surely you're not opposed to, well, anything.
Come. Both our
Yeah,
peoples
you
need
are.
this.
Give me a moment to think, friend.
I would not inflict this proposal upon my people.
Too
Yup.
expensive.
you look different. Did you change your hair?
I don't mind sharing maps with you, fine. Whatever.
So, you
Really?
say,
Are you having a laugh? The answer's no.
I see you more clearly now.
Yeah, it's free
doesn't
leverage.
matter. It's over.
This face is...
Whatever. I didn't want it anyway. Yeah, if Brown does do more military action, who aren't they allied with other than me and the two deadbeat civilizations? Well, I hope they're not feeling ambitious. We are on the other side of the map. I'm sure they have open borders with everyone, which doesn't really help my position. Where were you going again? Were you trying to get to Byblos? Just can't keep these guys in mind. We're not walking across that border right now. Well, why don't you just stay there? Maybe you're intended to stay there. Anyway. Why don't you just sleep there? Forests. That's what you're doing. You too. Chop till you drop. Good. You are ready to start absorbing your territories. That's good. Glad to see it. Money, glad to see it.
Friend, you look well.
Wow, he already has 2 stars, huh? What does that sieve do? How do I check? I don't feel like opening the whole thing. I think they're traitors. Oh, look, the rebels do hate us. Isn't that great? So there's another region we can't wander into. Why aren't you attacking anyone else? Just my diplomat? Like, really? Why is nobody even, like, paying attention to these guys? Stupid bandits. Doesn't even generate leverage. Rip off. Speaking of which, I think that leverage is gone. So. Oh well. Why don't you hang out over there? That seems like somewhere this stuff might happen. Nothing ever happens anymore. Right, you're just exploring. Teal is getting a chance to build something. Alright, I figured they were getting bullied out by Blue up there. He was getting actually real close to us. I don't love that. What is going on with my old city-state friend? They were getting close to being able to get a treaty. Ooh, Brown's making friends with them. Well, it's not Age of Wonders. The city-states aren't gonna join forces in war, right? For the number of turns that I would be outside of, I think when we do it that way, we can grab it one turn less outside. Niche. That's all I'm saying. Niche as hell. I figured this no man's land was going to last a bit longer than it has, but what can you do? We got our wonder.
This colossus is a mighty image for a mighty empire, and it's discreetly garbed in a toga for those who pass beneath.
Yeah, whatever. The scout is not going to siege the city-state. As fun as that may be. Just passing through. Looking for loot. Surely you're going to grab that, but if you don't... Where did this one go? Why did my vision go away over there? Weird. Let's go look at our wonder. Really, Mr. One City has formed a second city. Huh. How did that happen? Doesn't this guy always...
Good to see a friendly face in this fickle world.
One city? Very suspicious. Let's attach that. Stability is not a problem yet. I think that means we can afford to change the state religion. So we've done our attaching. We've been converted. For the most part. That food would be really nice to have. No, that's itself will affect stability, but I think we can tolerate that. Some of the other civs are going to love that. Some won't. No, well. I wonder if Judaism is going to spread at some point, too. I don't know. Uh-oh. Well, I didn't think it would be a big deal. It seems that it was. I mean, the capital can tolerate it. That's crazy. That's even after getting the stability building. I would like to buy a fountain. Oof. How many of the minuses are temporary? 28's worth, maybe. And building that's going to hurt it even more. Well, wherever we were building that farmer's quarter, it needs to go on pause. At some point, building walls wouldn't be a terrible idea, but it's just so many higher priorities. But the religion thing was like the coming crisis that we knew was gonna happen, so let's just get it over with. Why does that take so long to build? I don't even know how much food it would give us. Let's prioritize the aqueduct. Everything needs to be prioritized. That's the problem. Including this embassy. We really need to just build that. It'll help with stability, too. More people could work in there. I mean, the gold situation's not bad. Neither is the science. I don't like that we don't have the food place full. Let's get that full. Got some mystery resource. Now, where are you building this? Is there an easy way to tell where something was scheduled to be built? Because, like, building it over here would be excellent. Neither of those over theirs. Are we losing any stability from the ruins? Doesn't say we are. So I don't think that matters. Might need to be building commons quarters. Might be time to start. That's not a bad spot for one. That's better. I think we'll have to build that first. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like we're ignoring all the infrastructure, though. Especially a granary that doesn't hurt stability. Yeah, the classic building wide versus building tall situation. And then we don't have the library. It's like, but we also don't have the theater. No. I don't know what can be done about all that. This one clearly needs to just build the embassy. The commons quarters are going to be rather high priority. You're not in a bad enough situation to need the aqueduct next. Honestly, you should have a library, watermill. We might sneak some districts in. You definitely have very good spots for building these. 32? Oh, man. How can I not build that? And it's only 6 turns. Should I do the watermill before the embassy? Like, I mean, that's a pretty big boost there. That's an expensive building. I don't know that we're actually going to be saving much if we do it in the other order. What would the watermill gain you here? 14. 14's not as good. Alright, that seems good enough to me. We'll try to chop more in the capital, because you're the one that's... Yeah, you're both suffering long build queues. We'll just chop wherever we are. How about that? And very much appreciate people buying resources. We haven't lost our trade routes, have we? I'm starting to get suspicious about that. Good, he is absorbing his territories. Don't go attack my city-state. Come on, man. Leave it alone. Let's see, we have a star. Just that one. What stars are even possible for us now? Like, not feeling great about how we're doing suddenly. But yeah, we were in first at one point. So we believe. And so it is so. We're now free to use our influence however we want. So that's cool. Where are my envoys? There's one over there. That's cool. I really should just put these guys to sleep. They're not accomplishing anything. There's no leverage. No one's fighting. That was worthwhile. Glad I went for it. How are science looking? Spies, right? Thing is, spies grant grievances. So I don't know if we're actually going to be using them. Definitely no prowlers, because that does count as a military unit. Can't afford the stability of hamlets anyway. So won't be doing that. And I don't really understand how these work. Like, grants festival status. Is that, like, as long as it's the top of the production queue? That doesn't make sense, because it says for 10 turns. It's like, is it something you have to finish? Like a temporary building? I don't know. We won the last game I played through influence, and I don't think we ever bothered learning how to use that, so... It's probably not necessary. We don't care about any of that. All this useless military stuff. I mean, what's the logic on if we combine our two cities? They're probably both big enough that that would be a bad idea at this point. Stability per researchers is starting to seem quite desirable. I'm not sure what else we would be making use of. Cool, tech's figured out for a while. You have become the Franks. So you're going a little more religion focused, are you? Yeah, I'm sure we want to build another wonder.
Are you wine or are you vinegar?
You know, they might actually give in to demands. This territory that you've claimed. Oh, leverage. Is this something I might want? Yeah, I'd say so. Not a bad territory. Congratulations, you have a special harbor. I don't know what that looks like. It reminds me of something. Are you actually at war with somebody right now? No, but you think you are for some reason. Not opposed to stealing your territory. Other than the fact that, stability a problem. Inability. What's this? Oh. Well, that's convenient. That's expensive. But I'm not opposed to it. A sneaky military unit. How familiar are you guys with the concept of trees? Is it an industry you've ever worked in before? Actually, do you have any trees in there? I'm kidding. They do have good resources. I wouldn't mind having that, even if it is just an outpost. I am actually going to press that demand.
Yield your lands, or suffer.
Fine, I'll do as you ask.
You have our gratitude.
You have our gratitude. What a way to say that. Niche. Yeah, you can buy the resources. Let me just wait for that outpost to be built. Thank you. And then I'll get those on the line for you. I mean, pacifism's all about preventing war. It's not about being nice. If you can be mean and not risk a war, you know, like... nah, you gotta think in the long game, though. And in the long game, you're not gonna become a threat. Let's hope I'm right. I also didn't like how close they're getting to me, so... Yeah, we got these guys here. Do we want to build, like, another, like, outpost? Is there anything useful on our border? How about anything youthful?
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
Who? Who is Jesus? The Irks? I'm just seeing how boxed in I'm getting. People are actually expanding. All the no-man lands, other than the East, are closing for business. He'll be at 50 in 2 turns. Actually, think we want to use our influence for policies and treaties. Like this all-important land rights. That is going to reduce stability. But it'll boost the industry that's working on stability projects, so I guess I'm not all that bothered by it. I'd say our tech bro era has officially come to an end with this choice.
Why should individual wealth and political connections determine the status of something as timeless as the land?
So, I guess we're just running a civ that's paranoid of famines because of our somewhat poor settling choices. So, I don't know. I know what you doing. Hey, why didn't you finish chopping that? Are these guys just gonna be broken as long as they're doing forests on the border? Hey. Like, as long as Purple's units are around, they get paranoid. Eight horses in order to use that. That's crazy. Oh, that's a full-on horseman. Huh. Does upgrading a unit into a military unit count as producing military units? I don't know. I could attack you, but that'd be dumb. So yeah, I don't think we want more territories at the moment. Yeah, at some point we'll swing in and claim this. Now, no one else better be arrogant enough to try to grab that. I mean, yeah, like up here, you know, reasonable territory. And then if we wanted the other lead, like, that's not terrible. But we are running out of desirable locations. Copper and mystery resource. How much copper we got? We got 3 at the moment, and thanks to our friend over here, we're going to have 7. So I think that's covered. No. Stop giving me the evil eye. So, yeah, I mean, I guess the swordman can wander in a northeasterly direction. There's going to be curiosities over there, if nothing else. And that's where we're building that farm. You know, go check it out. Maybe it'll be done by the time you get there. Probably not, though. Alright, so the curiosities still hold pretty immense value. Let's see if we can find any more of those. You're on tree duty, I believe. Oh yeah, we were thinking about putting in that 32 farm over there. Let's just assume that if we considered... Yeah, okay. We can chop all those trees down now. Let's see what... Let me do this. 8, 6 versus 32. So yeah, that'll be costing production. We don't need to keep these forests. Alright. Let's actually go ahead and take that down, pass it around, 4 forests up on the map. Embassy. Your stability is getting even worse. The followers of non-state religion should decrease rather rapidly. We can actually just rush that out. Okay. Follower after Reformation will go away in a couple turns. Well, I saw the problem coming soon enough that I'd say we're ahead of the curve of issue. So, you have finished deforesting here. You can move your efforts on over there. Alright, let's assume we were going to build more makers' quarters over here. That gives 9. That's actually not bad. It takes a bunch of food. Maybe we shouldn't have cut that one. That gives 8. Alright, if we were going to build one, we just put it down there. Oh, there's better ones down here, too. It's like, yeah, whatever. We're probably not building any makers' quarters, but whatever, man. Will that give us more? I don't know. It's always the question, will taking down the production give it more food value? Not convinced. But I don't see that we need to preserve any of these forests. This territory is going to keep its forest because we're not settled. Oh well. How far are we into the video? Just over an hour. So we starting to go a little quicker through the turns. Yeah, I can grab a wonder. I know. Oh, thank you. I helped him do that, don't you know? I added followers to his religion. Money on market quarters. Man, how you doing me dirty like that? Main plazas and all that are pretty good, though. I'll accept that. So we got 2 tier 2 religions, yellow and green. Hinduism, well on its way out at this point. And Judaism is still expanding. It'll probably reach tier 2. You're not opposed to the sciencey religion either, you know. Like food and money versus money and science, huh? And you're just military. Thanks for giving Brown something military. Real nice of you. That's... Uh-oh. I didn't think they would be bold enough. A lot of things are going to have to change really fast. Okay, cool. People are breaking alliances. People seem to be on my side generally. You're not protected anymore, though. That would have been nice. I like how everyone has grievances with me. Like, you're at war with my allies. I didn't start it.
to define me. I will crush you.
If it's violence you want, violence
No.
you will get.
Don't encourage it. No. Is anyone gonna help?
Seeing you always brings a smile to my face.
You know, I wish there was a request button. Like, please come save me. I mean, you know, just in case you want to come up here and help. Your military units will be... Look how paranoid my guy again.
I think we can undertake a common venture.
Really?
Do you agree?
I'm not interested. Not at all. No.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Well, I thought he ended his alliance. I'm confused. The Nazca ended their alliance. Well, I don't exactly get to... Wait, you aired serious grievances? Trust deteriorating rapidly? That's not good. I don't see what grievances they've aired. We can't demand anything of them.
What you did, it's forgotten.
You have done a great thing.
Okay, I think they are perhaps prioritizing their alliance with Brown over me at this point.
It is always a pleasure to see you, friend.
You ended the alliance, though. You're not doing anything wrong.
Water under the bridge.
We thank you. We almost feel kinship with you.
Enough that you... Almost.
So, what do you say?
Welcome help.
This is pleasing. I am content to join together on this.
Hail, friend. I have a notion which would benefit us both.
Yes.
Oh.
You have my attention.
You're asking this before I could ask it of you, huh?
This is good for us. We accept.
Magnificent! The future beckons.
You always gotta help people help you, you know? Am I stronger? I would really appreciate if that went away. Are you buying anything from me? I think they are, right? We can check. 'Cause if yellow and brown weren't allies, that would be pretty big for this situation right now. We got big problems. Yeah, but who are you buying from? Come on. Yeah, they're a bit far away. They're probably not buying from us. Oh, I feel this is going to be really make or break. What if we can get them to cut that alliance out? If the demand goes poorly, though, that's going to be bad. Maybe we should try to get them trading with us more.
So, what do you say?
First.
Give me a moment to think, friend.
See, there's benefits to being allied with me. What is that icon? Yeah, so stability is not the problem of the day. Would you end this alliance?
A little piece of diplomatic advice.
We were not prepared for this sort of treachery from you.
Okay. Good. I mean, it is worrying that I'm apparently stronger than you. But, you know, if you want to distract them, that would be really good for me, too. Even if you can't help. Hey, what was that? He's a traitor. Why is he a traitor? ×2. For breaking his alliance that I forced him to break. Alright. So now, I mean, we gotta be thinking a little bit tactically, not just strategically. You have any clue what that means? I don't know what that means. But let's try to figure out what's on the board. We might have to cut our tree chopping for a bit. We might have to build walls. That's a nasty looking army. And they multiply too. Ranged, yeah, I got the militia together, but a ranged army is definitely my weakness. So who's gonna attack? How long are they gonna take to get here? You're not very far away. That crossbowman's not a threat. You sitting over there, are you gonna get gibbed? You definitely need to retreat. Fortunately, I just happened to find some money from my trading partners. Doubt this city is under any real threat, but they do have the capacity of moving fast. So I think better safe than sorry is a good policy right now. Having real walls would be great. It's only 3 turns. That's the priority right now. What is this? No, we don't want bad news. Oh no. People of the industry, what industry? Something that's going to affect our population. No. We can't afford that because we just bought walls. Well, that sucks. That's going to lower the industry while giving us temporary industry. Money isn't going to save us. We might have to take the tech bro option again. And it's not a guaranteed that we're going to have another narrative event. Oh, that... we're forced into sketchy choices. Okay. At least it knocked the walls down in 2 turns. I don't think anyone's going to be sieging us within 2 turns, but this is perfect terrain for them to just fly. We will be able to afford to do some upgrades on the old military. This is a somewhat defensible build we got here. We need that good swordsman. Yeah, at least he's not gonna... He could get cut off. Going that way. Yeah, come down that way. Oh, I hope this isn't the final episode of the series. Not prepared for death. And we're not building any military units. We're not deviating from the plan. You know, this game will either get us the achievement or it won't. Nah, that's the one pivot we're not making. But this is very sketchy. Cool, there was something from over there. Alright. Who's marching? You're marching. Definitely on the way. I wish purple would help. There's already a battle. Really? Oh, you got prowlers already. That's not good. Okay, they got more units on the field than we're aware of. It's nice of them to notify us. Attacking the envoys does affect the war score, doesn't it? Hey, grab that leverage on your way through. Come on, man.
Why do you come here to waste my time?
Yeah, they're retreating. That's not great. I mean, they're not likely gonna completely destroy us. Did you seriously go hide next to their city? Come on. That's not a retreat. Bad envoy. If I could get the scout back and upgrade on it. Actually, not a terrible idea. You seriously about to hunt down that envoy too? You know what? You can't catch me if I go on the land. I can't get on the land this turn. Well, guess what? You can catch me. But if I hit move faster than you do, then there's nothing you can do about it. Haha. Alright, that situation's resolved. There is a battle going on. I'm sure it's that envoy again. Unfortunately, we can see a lot of their territory. Yeah. They got another force stack that's capable of reaching us. They don't actually have a lot of organized militaries. This might not be as as bad as it looked. I lied. They got 4 of them over here. They got 5 of them coming from there. Bunch of random units that'll be creeping their way over. Yeah. It is a bad situation. We can get some more cash, though.
Yes, it is good to see you. Come take a glass at a seat.
If we had the embassy up, we might be able to do defensive contracts. I don't know what unlocks that. At least the envoy did the excellent job of distracting the horsemen, but... yeah, he's gone. I mean, we'll still get population star. It's fine. I would really like it if you helped. It's kind of crazy. Hunnic horde right next to the Mongol horde, and they're getting along. It'd be a pretty cool war if,
Seeing you always brings a smile to my face.
Well, I depend on you. Oh, yeah, I guess I do depend on your resources. Maybe I should have been mindful about who I was buying from. You want to have those one-way trade agreements. Well, we'll have the embassy up soon enough. Where is... defended as we're likely to get... Let's rebuild a garrison. I mean, they will be attacking uphill into the mountain pass and all that. I mean, we did build defensively. We have our powerful militias. We've gotten our defenses together. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I can't defend that. Fortunately, militias are not ranged units. So, Fortress on the Hill is only so useful. I do like the way that our walls have been built, though. That seems good for this situation. Where would be the ideal garrison location? Like, over here? Again, we don't have ranged units. But if we can keep them attacking uphill... Like, this is really the only way even into this territory. Like... Huh. Putting some right here to get an extra bit of wall. Or closing that off. Do we care what direction they attack from? I mean, they can't really get in from the east. They might try. And they could come in from over here on this side of the mountain, but it's very awkward for them to attack. The fact that I can't do ranged, though. Yeah, the main force is clearly coming from the west. If I built a garrison, I don't know which of these two tiles would be more important. Probably that one. Like, how quickly could we even do that? We do got guys chopping still. Somewhere up in the hills. The embassy might be more important, though. That does grant stability, huh? Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, I just don't know that this is gonna be enough. I would want to hear because it helps adjacent districts. But this is not a good situation. I need that embassy. We're going without the district to the garrison. Unless we can rush one out, we might do that. We might want to change what tech we're researching, actually. 5 turns in... you don't have 5 turns. You do need to make sure they're not going to sneak over here and get those units. Unfortunately, there's a lot we can't see, and they have prowlers on the field, so... You do need to be careful. I mean, at least if we're bulking up the force, that'll intimidate them ever so slightly, but They're not powerful units. Like a single one of theirs is better than a single one of ours, and they got a lot more than armies of one. If they decide they want to attack over here, they have very limited means of approach. I mean, there's no walls or anything here either. Not a good situation. They can do a lot of damage to the admin quarters.
Here is a proposal to get your heart racing.
Yes. You have my attention.
Really? I mean, part of me is like, yeah, all alliances are helpful. But I'm not really sure yours is. You want to pay for it?
I am interested by your proposal, but we need more.
This does very little to placate me. Try harder.
Whatever. Not helpful. However, what is helpful? Yeah. So watch that gold. 838. Surely someone gonna buy that. Or that. I don't think anybody cared. No. No, it's 9:30. Someone cared. You want to help with that? Maybe you can get it done in a turn. No, you can't. You want to help with it anyway, just say you did. What else could I buy that would help my defenses? I mean, I don't know if the vision range is going to really help. We know what direction they're coming from. In fact, they're already here. Isn't that great? Let's drop another save, because bad things about to happen. Where's that swordsman? He's still already all the way over there. Oh. I don't like that. I do not like how fast they've moved. There's nothing I can do about it. No. I hope we're prepared. There's no way we can afford a garrison or do anything with that. You just run. Try not to get caught. If you can hide in the city, all the better. Oh, they hunting envoys. They hunting envoys. No. It's envoy season. Get in there. No. They still got you. Is Purple really going to allow diplomats being slaughtered in his territory? That doesn't seem very, much like a country that's got any sovereignty left. I can't help but notice all of our resources have gone red. Something bad is happening. Well, we were distracted over there. There it is. The bad. I guess the scouts are fighting as scouts. Great. Maybe you shouldn't have anything to do with that, huh? Don't we have something that the militias can't be destroyed by sieges anymore? Oh, come on. One pop. No, it can't even click the button. Oh. I mean, it says we actually have the bigger army at this exact moment. Oh, come on. Oh. Things just rapidly getting worse. That's the last thing we need is a plague while we're being sieged. How many turns? I don't think our guys can be taken out. You're building a trebuchet. Is that saying he dies in a turn or that he's not dying? I can't tell. -1 in 5 turns, huh? I mean, we could. We definitely could attack before he can get more units over here. I think we need to attack. Oh, that's scary as all hell. Oh. Drop another save. I mean, I don't know that I'm necessarily going to cheat and reload if I lose, but...
Friend, you look well.
Oh, do I?
I'm not sure if you should be respected or dissected.
That's interesting. Do we want another city? Poor Blue. You know, backup city's not a bad thing to have.
Your land or your life, I'll take either.
Exactly the sort of stupidity I expect from you.
Oh, yeah, they know I'm at war. They know. Maybe you'll hand it over later, when I win the war, huh? Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad you called my attention over here. Maybe that's your army. Actually, yeah, if you'd given me that, that would have been bad for the war, because they would have just taken it immediately. I don't want your city. I don't want it. You can keep it.
I can see this demand is beyond you.
Uh-oh. Well, I don't know how long it's going to take you to get here, but we need to defend. Here, too. Swordsman. How quick are those horses moving? I feel these guys are just out of place. Well, we can choose what to do with them after we fight. I am tempted to have him finish that tree, but... not a good idea. Oh, will you finish the embassy? I mean, you're working on it.
You have created an embassy. Behind those elegant doors, a whole new world of diplomacy awaits.
That felt a bit cheaty. Why is your stability so bad? Do you know we're at war? I feel like you do. There we go. That'll help a little bit. Just a touch. Just had to sacrifice some people. That got us an extra tile to fight from. Yeah, you never know what'll end up being important, you know? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. It just sucks. Like, if we could keep the war delayed, the swordsmen could get here. However, they are here next turn. I don't know that they'll be able to do anything from down there. Actually, yeah, the way the battle lines are drawn, that army's completely useless. They're not even going to have the range to shoot. I also don't want to waste the scout. We might reload if we lose this battle. So we are going to try the sortie. I believe that'll give us the first turn. Not having ranged units is bad. But I mean, they're limited where they can attack from. You're gonna stand outside the city. You know, no one's coming up from that direction, so I'm not worried about that. We just... The militia needs to clear some space for my guys. You're gonna be charging. I hate to say it. But we're not all surviving it anyway, so let's at least have the replenishable units be the ones that die first. They have a deep allegiance to the land and the forebears and all that, so... Alright, I get to go first. That's very good. When we're when we're fighting ranged units. Oh, they're not all that disadvantaged by being hit up close, huh? That's unfortunate. You can't attack down. We need to clear some space so another unit can get in here. That's what I'm seeing here. Over there would be the same type of situation. This isn't great. I don't know how many units are going to survive if we win. Standing inside the walls isn't going to help us against a ranged unit. We took more damage than they did. That's not what we wanted. You guys can't do anything other than be pincushions. Oh, they do get a return attack on everyone. I thought it would just be the first one that attacked them. That's unfortunate. Got way too many units, you can't do anything. Alright, how bad's it gonna hurt? What? How did they get in here? They weren't close enough. How do you expand the battle and get up that cliff? I feel like they cheated. How did you get up the cliff? Oh, and you're gonna run away? Why? Dope. I might be learning a lesson here in real life, Mongol tactics. And doing all that hit and run and forcing me to hold ground. I don't know how they got up that cliff. They must have gone up that way, but how'd they expand the battle map? Come on. Catching me off guard. Well, I think it's been made clear that this was the wrong tactic. Of course, I mean, if I just leave the city, then what are you guys doing over there? You got no one to shoot at anymore. And I'll teach you a lesson. When the enemy kills you, you win. That's how it works. Oh. It doesn't feel like my tactics are up to snuff right now. But I do remember there's something in this game that ranged units can't get through walls. So it's like where they absolutely don't want to be is stuck behind a wall. Can't believe I'm not a wall anymore. That is such an obscure reference. No one's gonna get that. Unless the reference that I'm thinking of was a reference to something else, and maybe you know the original. Referenceception. Yeah, okay, so ranged units don't get hit back even if they're within one tile. That must be Civ that does that. Well, I see why people cheat to get this achievement as well. Because playing Pacifist, yeah, it's not easy. I don't think they've lost a single unit yet either. Nope. So I mean, it's good the AI can play as good as a player. Yeah, alright. Well, I don't consider it cheating because the whole reason I attacked early was so that that other army wouldn't make it into the battle, and then they just did anyway. So, yeah. Of course, it doesn't mean that I can play it better now that I do know that. They're just suddenly going to be in here and coming up the cliff. That got award. Frozen. What are you doing being frozen? Did the envoys automatically upgrade to spies? Seems unlikely.
I would not put myself in this position if I feared the consequences.
Oh. What does this do? Oh. Not really useful. Alright, has the envoy given us anything of value here? I mean, sure, you can have that, I don't care.
News like this makes the sun shine a little brighter.
It's a bit late for defensive packs, I would imagine. And it doesn't even seem like an option.
Your empire is an enigma.
Great, I don't even have enough leverage to do that, even if it would work during the war.
Have a seat. Have a glass. Let's get to know each other.
Well, it could cost. You can't lower war support during a war. That's unfortunate.
You should listen to this.
A most intriguing offer.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Of course. We accept.
This is fantastic. Fantastic.
Is there anything that'll help bring you into this war? I suppose the answer gonna be no. So that would just be a benefit for him. Man, he's already flying through the medieval era too. Oh, Brown could go to the next era. Yeah. Well, I assumed I was safe on the other side of the world. What I didn't consider is the world wasn't all that big to begin with. I don't feel that there's
You have my ear.
much
Tell me what you wish
purpose
to
in us
discuss.
spending influence on all that. Well, ideally we can get the swordsmen there. They do need to be here. That's going to take more turns than I'm happy with, unfortunately. There is another army coming at us. Maybe they'll try to make peace with us, you know, like plain sailing. Maybe, we can weaponize pity. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Billy Mays here with the Mongol horde. But wait, there's more. There's always gonna be more.
Friend, it is good to see you.
Realistic Mongols.
This is good for us. We accept.
You are the pride of your empire.
Thanks. How about some humanitarian aid
Come.
during this war?
Both our peoples need this.
Will we end the day?
Speak!
It is always a pleasure to see you, friend.
Humanitarian
I
aid
think we
for
can
me,
undertake
please.
a common venture.
Friend, you look well.
And for you, how about some diplomatic?
I think we can undertake a common venture. Do you agree?
Are you wine or are you vinegar?
I don't know when defensive packs come in, but it's far enough out it ain't gonna save us. Oh, a civic, huh? Yeah. The war one we didn't think we were ever gonna get. I mean, the stability will help. Knocks us out of stability mode, though. So maybe it won't. Whatever.
If an army wants reliable soldiers, they had best provide a reliable income.
Problems. All of the problems. I mean, if we scooted out that other military tech quick enough, we might be able to upgrade our... We're not doing that. Our city been shut down. No. That's a lot of horsemen. And if he comes in as a reinforcement, there's a chance he might actually just be down there out of the way, but Oh, you're not even as good as one of their horses. Okay, you are as good as one of their horses. Yeah. You really just harassing envoys? Why does Purple let you do that? What do you think they're gonna demand when they win the war, huh?
I'm not sure what the proper adjective is, but it appears that you have been out-religioned. Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
They look like they are starting to convert. Come on, green. Did you rename that city? They did. I demanded, like, Byblos or whatever, so they're like, okay, well, it's Utica now. Fine. Whatever. Play your games. That stability is bad. Yeah, I'm already starting to give up over here. Can you tell? I don't see an out. But I also don't know how much they're going to demand. So it's like we're not necessarily out of the entire game. That's just luring me over there. By the nice horsemen. They literally set up a honey trap. Oh. I ain't no mouse. I ain't chasing your cheese. It'd be really nice if Purple were to help. That nice military they have right there. But I don't know how to make that happen. Do we gain anything by not just attacking them back? You guys want to help? No? I figured you probably wouldn't. I wish I knew if that would harm, or not harm, but lock out the pacifist achievement. That's just nasty. Yeah. That's what that sieve is for. Playing exactly like this. We made it to turn 100. Do we call the episode? I don't think we called the episode. It looks like they've decided to press. That's even worse. Because now I don't get to go first. The problem got worse when we delayed. There's the lesson for the day. It wasn't going to get better in any circumstance, though. Look, they keeping those guys right on the border of the fight. It's like, They make it look like I'm gonna win, and then they sneak them in. No. We made it to turn 100. You want to declare peace? I would propose a white peace.
I reach out to you. Haven't our people suffered enough?
Forget all that? Become friends? No way.
So be it.
AI not feeling stupid today. Yeah.
Friend, you look well.
You're not much of a friend, unfortunately.
You look different. Did you change your hair?
Won't somebody please
It is
help
always a
me?
pleasure to see you, friend.
No.
I would not put myself in this position if...
Well, here come that battle. Let's not put the good swordsman out in the crossfire. It doesn't seem like a good idea. It's like, who do I send out first? That's the real question. Like the peasants or the actual competent ones? We'll just try this. How did you get a trebuchet? We didn't wait that long. We waited and the problem got worse. Yeah, those other guys have immediately joined. On both sides. Let's see how the AI would play this battle. There's not much I can do to improve the situation, so... In fact, their turn is going to go on for a very long time. And they can now take down the walls, by the way. Yeah, I mean, we did everything we could to have a defense. I can't help but notice that whatever star I was about to get has just vanished. Oh, it's probably the population star. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. So what happens now? As Duke Nukem would say, game over. They didn't even lose a single unit. Well, it is nice to know the AI is competent when it wants to be. It's like, I've played this way before with this Civ. And I'm like, wow, I'm steamrolling over everything. The AI sucks. Meanwhile, the shoe is on the other foot today. Let's assume I was playing a normal game where I'm allowed to make military units. Was there even anything I could have done about this much? Without completely derailing everything. I'm not quite sure that there was. Like, I don't know if we lost because we're playing the pacifist game. I think we might have just lost because the Civ did really well. I mean, if I wasn't playing the pacifist thing, maybe I wouldn't have been the juiciest target. But if they had decided to go after me, I don't think there's much that could have been done about it. Wow, 100% stability. Yeah, you might be all smug now that you're now the leading city in the empire, but you'll get your comeuppance, or whatever the hell that word is. Comeuppance. I'm ready to surrender now. I guess not. Just tell me what you want, and please don't just take the city. Ask for like some gold or some. They have no reason to end the war, do they? Really? You're just hunting them down everywhere. Like the fact that they have the extra units even to do that. I'm not sure any of the other AIs are going to be able to hold you off either. Like, what's to stop them from just rolling over yellow and green and everything in between?
It is always a pleasure to see you, friend.
You have my greetings, but that's all that you're getting.
Like, maybe purple will survive, but this is why they're in the sticking in this era. I can't believe that they got so many stars too. Like, which stars do you think they've earned? I mean, they got good pop. They might have. Well, we might have more pop. Had more pop.
I'm waiting for the jealous types to say things like, it's just a big pile of rocks.
It's just a big pile of rocks. And we're talking about this city, of course.
Here is a proposal to get your heart racing.
Sure.
As much as it pains me, yes.
Why don't I just direct your diplomacy to Brown, though? You're gonna need it. Enjoy your green rivers. Maybe they're not the bad guys. Maybe they're just intervening in the tech bro rule or style of governance. Maybe we were the bad guys. They stole my horses. They stole it all. I just want the war to end. And now I don't have an embassy anymore. Oh.
Things change, even leaders and empires.
Thanks.
This is good.
That sounded like it was supposed to be inspiring, but...
You intrigue me. Let's talk.
Yes.
What?
You have my attention.
Oh, am I down on your level now? It makes me feel worse. Fine.
This is good for us. We accept.
This is wonderful.
Go to war with
A
Brown.
little piece of diplomatic advice.
I will remember this.
Worth a shot. Oh man, they diseased everything. That one wasn't me. Stupid Mongols stinking up my city. I gotta look up, like, real life history. Did the Mongols ever take over Tibet or, like, another mountainous, country, whatever the right phrase would be. Let's look up victims of the Mongols. Yeah, just real quick, because I thought they stopped at the Alps, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, there was an environmental impact, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, it's a positive environmental impact. Wikipedia's like, the good news is the Mongols killed so many people that they scrubbed carbon out of the atmosphere, allowing forests to regrow. Oh, what? You could say that about any war, though. You'd be like, World War II is actually the best thing that ever happened to the environment. Great. Don't say that too loudly. It's like, we kind of counting on the left-wing environmentalists to be like, the pole holders of the anti-war movement in the world. Like, you don't need them joining hands and singing "Kumbaya" with the neocons and Zionists now, do we? That's right. There's so much like bombing with modern wars. I think it would be very difficult to make the environmentalists, the forests are regrowing type argument. So we safe from that threat. Genghis Khan made Taoists pay more taxes. No. Man, literally invading the war in order to impose taxes. They took out half the Chinese population. I mean, I want to see, like, the map of what they took over, not the death tolls and the other stuffs. I should have just looked up a map. That would have been smart. Yeah, I should do some throat singing. Oh, no, Mongol invasion map. Oh, I know you don't. The game's been muted, and you're not seeing what I'm seeing. But it'll be fine. I think they went through Tibet. I need an elevation map to be sure, but yeah, they took Iran. Iran's mountainous. Even modern day US can't be doing that. Those Mongols must have had some real good military equipment. They had a little something called morale. I haven't quite figured that out in the modern day. Yeah, they took Tibet. They stopped at the Himalayan mountains, though. They didn't get into India. So I should have been safe in the mountains. Why? This game's ahistorical. It's interesting. They made it to the Caucasus Mountains on both sides. Not at the same time. It took them like 20 years to get around. So it's like the mountains kind of delayed them. Some spots. Yeah, the mountains are like a 20 or 30-year delay, which, in game turns is less than a turn, isn't it? So fair enough, I suppose. There's your history lesson for the day. I hope you found it enlightening. At peace with an enemy, allied with an enemy. What is Leonardo going to war now too? Oh great, now you're pirates. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that even if this war hadn't happened, that we would have had a great time playing catch up. I think we chose too high of a difficulty. We didn't just do the pacifist challenge. I did a weird map. I played a high difficulty. The pacifist challenge on its own seems like maxing out the difficulty. But, you know, we learned theology, so now we know how to cope with our complete and utter destruction.
Welcome to the Congress of Humankind, where the world's voices debate, deliberate, and do on occasion manage to agree with each other.
It's like, great, we got the UN now, but it was founded by the pirate Mongols who are destroying me. The council is going to get together and decide that I must die.
Have a seat. Have a glass.
What you did, it's forgotten.
I'm ready to be forgotten. Do pirates know anything about peace?
Why do you come here to waste my time?
I guess not. What kind of a surrender would you like? Do I have 3,000 gold?
Demand is unnecessary.
I mean, I'm not too far off. You think they would just take money? I wonder. If I was going to lose a territory, and I am, which one do I least care about losing? I mean, I'm going to lose at least a territory. If we choose the wrong one, we're going to be cutting off territories and have to be stuck founding a new city and all that rubbish. I think we give them the horses. They seem to like those quite a lot. And I've already deforested it, so whatever. So I don't mind giving them that. I don't want to be giving them that. I can't give them the main city. I would give you this, but it's not even mine. So, I'm not giving you that. I really don't want to give them something where they're going to found a city on my border. Do you think I can get away with just giving them worst case scenario, I can give you Maya, but I really don't want to be giving you science like that. It feels painful. I have a feeling it won't matter. They're likely to just refuse anything other than complete and total domination. Oh. It's fine. I can't give them any of that city, so here you go. How do you like this offer? Oh, I could become your vassal. What is this? So what does becoming a vassal do? That could save me. I mean, it'd give us more time to see how far this train wreck goes. I mean, surely the world will gang up against them. So we might eventually be able to find a way out. Oh. Do I dare not offer them a territory? Because the thing is, they haven't pressed any demands, so I don't know what the AI actually wants from the war. You know, they just saw me as a easy target. And they're not wrong. Guess we've also relearned that they don't attack the outpost. Not when they can go right for the city. I think they can ransack and loot stuff, but if it slows down a war that they're obviously going to win anyway. I'm fine with being a vassal. It's just, let's see if they're willing to just take that.
I offer my hand. Please. Please take it.
Pigs would have to fly, I think.
Uh-oh. So, they're not just trying to win a war against me for, the sake of it. Or to have a vassal. What do you want from me? Oh, there's also so much leverage over there. But you ate my envoys. Oh, there's one left. Where is he? He was... No, they still got scouts and patrol units out and about. It's only a matter of time till you get him. Let's go over there. You'll be safe over there. Okay, that's just an envoy. That's fine. The envoys aren't going to have a slap fight. This is a bad situation, though. Can I try again? No. I'm willing to offer you one territory. I don't think they're impressed. Yeah, you were already the pirates. That hasn't changed anything. A new doctrine effect. Hey, what are you doing in here? Huh. Alright, I forgot this Congress was a thing. Oh, all the city-states are pushing this axis. Huh. For when opponent retreats, no, we don't want that. The science one's not bad, but you want it, so I don't like it anymore. Oh, no. 17 turns for the vote. Does the vote just go through if everybody votes on it, though? I think it might. Oh. Of course, I agree with you. You actually don't have that much voting power despite founding the Congress, huh? Why do I have such terrible power, even compared to these civs? How do you have so much? Huh. They must have built up a lot of leverage when they were playing games in the first era. Yeah, this isn't quite enough that I could swing it, but it's not that far. I mean, everybody has... No, not everybody has voted. Teal gets to make the choice. And they're probably choose that unless they want to change what they're already doing. Interesting. Well, I don't know that we're going to have the opportunity to remember how to play that game mechanic.
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
Yeah, shut up. I don't even have an embassy anymore. I'm not buying a forest. I will not change my ways. Stoneworks. What else might help save us? I mean, that library would help. We could also steal pops. I don't know why. It doesn't really seem particularly useful. Yeah, I mean, we got the influence. Why not? Might as well. We can also renovate the administrative center. Again, why not? It's interesting, we do get a new one, even though we didn't change what civ we're playing. But I feel like those days are over for the Empire, so... Maybe it's more defensible. It's not. But let's say it is. You got kings and queens and some gold, some leverage I actually got. Cool, very, very helpful. Can this city afford to do anything intelligent? Not really. You know, I haven't seen any horsemen in a while. Are you sure you're not willing to accept my surrender?
Though I'd as soon see you bleed as speak.
I'm willing to give you Al-Rasha and some vassalage.
I offer my hand. Please. Please take it.
You want something? I don't like you. Let's see.
Oh. I mean, I guess their war support is just going to get better. Or is it? They're losing 3 a turn. I'm losing 4. Yeah, okay, whatever. I see the problem. My culture going bye-bye. Bye-bye, culture. Even if I do get the city back, there are going to be problems. Bye-bye, culture. Goodbye. Dough. What can I do? Fortunately, there's a lot less to manage right now with a nice small empire. There's some leverage over there. So how come no one's really wanting to talk to
You
me
have
anymore?
my ear. Tell me what you wish to discuss.
Oh, we do still technically own our embassy. It's inactive, but it's fine.
Come. Both our peoples need this.
Will we end the day friends or foes? It is good to see a friendly face in this fickle world.
You're Swahili. When did you level up?
Come. Both our peoples need this.
I'm pleased to see you.
So, what do you say?
How could you think the answer would be yes?
Because it was so
How
obvious.
has this come to pass? It doesn't matter.
You tend to only bring misery on me.
I can see this demand is beyond you. It is withdrawn.
You're one of the good ones. Thank you.
Yeah, there's no reason to be like that.
So, what do you say?
How do we get out of this situation? I don't think we have the power.
Unfortunately, this time
Yeah,
you are
thank
merely
you.
a bystander to someone else's glory.
I did somehow manage to get a star in all of this. No, it was just a tech star. I'm not sure that there's any coincidence to this, but the civs that are doing well here are the ones who got the warm coast. And all the rest of us spawned in the cold. It's kind of the opposite of real life. It's the empires and civs that have been dominating real life for the longest time, or from the cold parts of the world. Are the tile yields any different down here, though, realistically? Like, I see a lot of 1 red, 1 greens. And, that's what we had up in the cold. Maybe they just know some, the rest of us don't. Now, that's just rivers. I mean, they got good rivers, but all the rivers are good. Is there anything we can learn from this? That's what I'm getting at. Pardon? 139. That's a lot of gold. Yeah, gold sieves are quite good. I see. He got some good mountains, too. What have you been working on? The Nematons, Commons Quarters. I'm not really seeing anything that explains why they've steamrolled ahead so dramatically. Like, I'm not seeing an innate advantage. Maybe the salt. You had some good rivers. You built farmers' quarters. Like, they started in Babylon, right? 80 influence. Yeah, I mean, those are good tiles. But they're not like runaway success tiles, right? So what did they do right? They just built a bunch of cities and had room to grow, and Nematode, Citadel of Alamut. They just have an endless stream of units, I'll tell you that much. As they did some good wars, got some land, yeah. Grew quick. It's good that people still got stuff to buy from me, huh? The sailors. What do you mean sailors from distant lands? Did they walk here? Huh. Yeah, we can spend money on science. That's not a problem. Industry right now, though, that's pretty good, too. But I don't think we're getting to the next era anytime soon, so we don't need the science to be going too crazy. We're not getting that agriculture star unless we get our city back. I mean, are they managing it right now? I mean, I hope they're still building and doing things there, but unless they intended to hand it back, it doesn't really help us now, does it? What just happened over there? Are there rebels down there? Why is there another... What are these? Huh. I wonder who spent the money on that. Very traditionalist world we're living in. I suppose you don't have to be in that segment to get the benefit, though. It's fun. Grievances.
You have my greetings, but that's all that you're getting.
Isn't it a bit late for grievances? Oh, if you want to waste, like, war demands, I'm fine with that. Oh, hey. They are starting wars with everybody. The Empire might be overextending itself. There may be a way out of this yet. But... So, I mean, you feel like maybe it's time to just accept some vassalage, put some Vaseline on our wounds, and move on.
I offer my hand. Please. Please take it.
Oh.
You want something? I don't like you. Let's see.
Well, they did accept it, so... Interesting. I got an achievement for swapping state religions multiple times. So I guess we're following whatever you're following now. I probably don't have any alliances anymore either, considering you are now in charge of... Oh. I think we're at war with the whole world now. Maybe that wasn't the time to be like, yeah, alright, I'll just be your vassal. If your vassal wins the game, does that count as you winning? Wow. Blue declared war on brown. It wasn't the other way around. Purple declared war. Interesting. Green declared war. Huh.
Trade links with every other empire? It looks like you have hands, eyes, and income everywhere.
So who are we now at war with? Oh, we've been forced into war with purple. The era of humiliation has begun anew. Oh no. What happens if I declare war again? I changed my mind. More war, please. I don't think I get to go make peace with everybody if I do that. Oh. I don't know that this is going to help us win the game. But, oh great, I just freed up their armies that were sitting there. Now they're going to go do more bad things. Oh no. I'm really tempted to make an envoy just to grab that, but... I don't think the future has much good in store for us at the moment. I mean, at least you're forced to defend me right now. So that's nice. These guys should probably move down here. And again, we are at war with blue. But blue's not going to do anything. Oh. Hey, you burnt my embassy down. That thing took thousands of years to build. Why did they destroy that? They just being spiteful, or is that just like yeah, just proving the point that I don't get to be independent? They don't seem to have destroyed anything else. But man, that's just nasty. Yeah. Let's go ahead and modernize. Let the world know we've been conquered. That one looks cool as it is, but... yeah. Maybe we keep that one like it is. These other ones can modernize. Not like it costs anything. Just some dignity. But we weren't going to use our dignity anyway. Why does that keep defaulting to buyout mode? You got any of them food tiles? Oh yeah. Well, I'm not ready to go back to chopping. $26, $23. Stability's great. I don't really know why. In theory, it shouldn't be. Maybe the people just wanted new leadership. That's not the one that gives a lot of science. We can buy the forge. I'll do that. Why not? It looks like we could build a new embassy, but what's done is done. There's nothing new here. I mean, it isn't impossible. If they get completely destroyed in their war with everybody, we might be able to swing back a bit. We're definitely behind, though. Who are we at war at again? Yeah, even the guy who's peaceful and loves everybody we're at war with. How did we manage that? Yellow is still friendly. For now. I'm gonna risk it. I'm still risking it. Agrarian Star. He got the leverage. We are going on 3 hours in. I don't know if I should be really continuing the game at this point. Feels a bit cruel to myself. But yeah, you never know. Yeah. How many series are there on YouTube where someone's been forcibly vassalized? Why is there so much leverage in the ocean? Oh, look at it all over here. Look at all that leverage. It's everywhere. I gotta take advantage of that. Civics backlashes, huh? Oh, we're reclaiming the culture. Come on, why do I have a backlash? Oh. Zoroastrianism. Oh, come on, you forced me to change religions. But no one even follows this religion in the entire empire. That you tell me that's not going to create stability problems? No. Show no mercy. Great. I don't know that that's helpful for us. I would rather have the green religion. No such luck. Civics osmosis, huh? Do I care about any of that? You're gonna force me to change from codified laws to customary laws. I don't know that it matters at all. At this point, I mean, I might have wanted to absorb my cities. Maybe. Like, uh-oh. You're going to 0 stability. Okay, you're not quite so bad. Is it that religion thing? Yes, it is. Why isn't the capital as bothered about it? 54% deficit. We saved one city only to lose the other. Oh. Armies, please march back. Oh no. Huge stability loss, but it's only here at the capital. It's fine, whatever. We'll just do what we're told. Yeah, be a good vassal. Oh. Did we already do that? Yeah, we did. 45 pop isn't bad, though. You know, if I made you the capital city, you know, I can always change what city's the capital. I wonder. How much are you getting from being the capital? 50. So, I mean, we could have 2 cities in crisis instead of 1 city in crisis. It would have 1% stability if we made it the capital. That's worth something, right? I'm gonna just have that envoy, thanks. Look at all that leverage. I mean, just because they've asshole-ized me, it just put leverage everywhere. Okay. I'll go play 52 pickup with you. And the game's not over just because the fat lady's singing. There's a lot of singing going on right now, too. Let's go ahead and rush that one out. Look at all that green land up there that was just snow. I am now requesting your stability. Commons quarters, 2. I'm going to need more than that. I'm also going to need more than 7. 2. 12. I think it's going to be 12. We're going to do whatever we can to get this situation under control. You know, we've predicted the crisis. We've solved the crisis. The crisis came back. Oh, it's great fun. Yeah, I kind of needed that stability from that embassy. Oh. Oh, up here would be a good spot. 17. Science might have to wait. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll wait. I don't know that it matters what we grab. Let's go for the furnace steel, and then I don't know. We're gonna run out of science before we're ready to move. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe that's not a bad thing. So 20 food or 30 food. Let's have it everywhere, right? I mean, why not? Well, it's good that we got our resources back, but it's bad that we're at war with everyone and not able to trade them so much right now. I assume that also means that I'm not buying.
Friend, what can I do for you?
Well, at least you're still talking to me. But surprisingly, we are still trading. Huh. I don't know why.
A pleasure, as always.
I got good war support against you. Unfortunately, I'm not going to gain anything from beating you in war, am I? I say that. Nah. I don't think we got the capacity to be earning more military stars. Oh, well.
It is always a pleasure to see you, friend.
What was that? Oh, just you spying. I'm a good ally, I swear.
Come, come. Let us make plans together.
Why don't you have anything to trade?
Things go well in your empire, then.
I'm not allowed to buy things. Oh no, I'm forced to buy things. Huh, how does that work? Wait, I just freely get all your luxuries as a vassal? There's no way. What? Huh. Of course, it does mean that I'm giving them a lot of military resources. But it's not all bad. It's just 90% bad. What, the envoy found me another military? I could go be a menace if that guy wasn't there. I don't see you surviving, my good sir, but we'll try. Huh. You're just completely surrounded by city-states. Yeah, he not doing well. He getting knocked out again. Getting knocked out. I can't get up again. I don't even like that song. Why am I referencing it? Where can I go that the envoy won't get killed? I don't think there's a right answer to that question. So, just go somewhere and hope for the best. Sometimes it works.
Will we end the day friends or foes?
Get out of here. Zoroastrianism on its way. A crisis vote. Huh. Do I actually get to vote on my own? There's a lot of crisis votes. I wonder if I could have used this in order to save myself becoming a vassal. Because I did have friends at one point. Give Piperma. Should I support Da Vinci or should I support the little guy? Is he gonna be all pissy about it? I mean, I'm a vassal now. I don't do my own diplomacy. Oh, what a shame. I'll just be spiteful against the whole planet now. I wish for my vassal to surrender. I'm surprised that I'm not forced to vote with them. Oh, we did get our way on that one. Well, we're not exactly demilitarizing the world with it right now. I need to pay attention when this is all sparkly. It means things are happening. Can you get out of there? Doesn't belong to you. Is that why my stability's so bad? It's your fault, my magnificent vassal. Or, no, liege, that's it. You're not the vassal. Maybe one day. If there's an achievement for that.
Go this way.
Escaping vassalage or making your overlord become your vassal. I don't know, something like that.
Yes.
Either way, it's not likely to happen. At least we got the one for being indecisive, changing the religion over and over. Hey, that was only going to take one turn. Come on, man. I'd really rather not be in his land right now. Oh, why? Why? You coming to get me, and I don't even know if we're at war.
Love or hate at first sight.
You just being spiteful, chasing after me. Oh.
So wonderful to see you.
Is it? Huh. I mean, how bad is this situation? Oh, I'm sorry, Green. I did like you. Maybe you can be a vassal, too. You got 2 cities, at least. They're not just gonna rip you out of the game just like that. Yeah. We're not doing so bad on the All-Stars. You know, we'll get the pop one again. We'll get the science one. We somehow got a diplomacy one. Don't know how that happened. Huh. Might get a culture star. We need to get that territory one. Let's figure out how to make that happen. We got so much influence now. It's tempting to just take this for the sake of it. Oh. Spend money to increase stability. Yes, please.
Gathering, sharing, forming a community. Might I recommend throwing in a few feasts as well?
Feasts. Stupid pirates. Babylonian pirates. How do we feast? I mean, actually, the stability isn't even all that bad anymore. It's just mostly bad. Still, wouldn't be opposed to a feast. What, that costs a lot. I'm opposed to a feast. I changed my mind. It's a terrible idea. You can have that forage. Work faster. Not smarter.
Knowledge, in a form that is codified and searchable, has become available to all. This is no small gift.
I finally built a library? Oh, what? You
Yes,
blockading
Queen.
my free
Where is this
trades. Pacifist? Oh, I'm the pacifist. What? You're declaring war on everybody. It's not fair. Just because you're pacifying the world doesn't make you the pacifist. So what is your army doing up here? Come on, man. We've already been through this. That's pretty good attacking force. That's a pretty bad defending force. I don't think you're going to have any better luck than I had, but if you do, I'm going to be very disappointed. Uh-oh. You won't attack us in Yellow's territory, would you? Just your friendly neighborhood diplomat. I can take that scout. I got my horses back. So... I wonder if that would count as buying a military unit, because we're converting something from a non-military unit into a military unit. Feels like a bad idea. What doesn't feel like a bad idea is resuming our deforestation agenda. We're fine.
As feudal structures prove practical
in the plan.
for both farming and warfare, certain codes and practices arise that ideally ensure a fair and honorable society.
Okay. So they're expanding this way. But this city-state over here can now give me a lot of goodies. Or I could take over your armies and have a third city over here. I mean, there's worse places to have a city, but suddenly having a city next to someone I'm at war with, not the best plan. So we'll just do this. Oh, that would have been a nice army, though. And it would have immediately been killed. Right? No, this one might have won, especially because they're anti-cavalry. Well, it's fine. As long as they... Why are all your armies still in my land? Come on, I'm a good vassal. I'm not even, like, rebelling. I'm not even thinking about rebelling. I promise. You in the way. Why is this envoy in my territory? Go do something useful with yourself. Like, not lingering there.
Let's do this.
How long we play in this game? I said I was going to get to turn 100, and then we shot past it because, you know, not much happens during a war. I feel like you're not respecting Yellow's boundaries right now. You also got me between a rock and a hard place.
Over there, let's go.
Yeah, Yellow will show you what's up. I'm sure they won't just ignore that. I might better go loot that if no one's paying attention. Oh. I want out of the water, please. I don't think the swordsman's gonna make it. Yep, here come them boys. No. Run. Go a smart direction, please. I don't know if that was a good way to go. There was no right way. Hey, you left the envoy alive. That was nice. Let there be peace between our people. We gonna go over there somewhere. Is this all of our territory? I mean, this is a nice national woodland that we marked and everything on the map, but... Come on, man, you know it's gotta be this way. We have our orders. We just have to unmark it on the map. It's simple enough to do. Hey, I was about to pick that up. A rip off. Oh. What a rip off. Easy come, easy go. Why do you have a special interest in this forest? I should deforest it just to spite you. Oh, honeypot. Oh. Yellow. Yellow, you were my friend.
I would rather spit at your feet, but custom dictates I greet you.
Okay, well, who am I not at war at then? I'm at peace with Blue? Since when?
Oh, you repulse me. Be swift.
When did we make peace with Blue? Brown didn't even gain anything from that.
Things go well in your empire, then.
Huh. Why are they being all mopey? I don't even know what's going on anymore. Maybe we'll leave it on turn 120. A very different, very confusing world. Goodbye, envoy. I don't know that we're gonna get our freedom from Brown, though. I mean, they well guarding us. Okay, it's just a new civic. It's fine. It's fine. I know we should be settling more territories.
A bit of flexibility and freedom is more than worth a bit of risk, right?
We finished building the thing we were building. Finished that ages ago, right? What were we building? Oh, thank you for telling me. Stability is solved well enough. Stop putting that in bio mode. I'm not actually sure what we need. Maybe places for people to work. I mean, that's a pretty good farm spot, though. We might just be cruising our way through to the gold pop star, though, actually. So. Thing is, we don't know how many extra stars purple and yellow have in this era. Brown is already halfway through the next era. Yeah, unless this war just goes bad for them. I don't think we ever catch it up. Wow, 7 gold. I mean, should we be building districts? Yes, actually, we should. I mean, this stuff we could just rip out in one turn, though, now. We got good production. And that would just make it better. So would the money. Money always good. Stability good. Influence is good. About that science. How about the apothecary? I guess we could build research quarters. Oh, we can also hit this button. It would mostly steal pop from my own city, though. Which is fine. Actually, that city's overpopulated, so it's perfectly fine. This one will be overpopulated as soon as we hit it, too. Isn't that great? Uh-oh. I'm your vassal. You can't make demands of me. Uh-oh. You can't afford another war. Oh. We've made an error. Wow, what a great harbor that would be. Please don't do that. Our stability has also dropped, so I think we'd better put down another Commons Quarter. For the common people. Is there anywhere that's better than 2 that's not where our poor old embassy was? We'll put it down there, perhaps. Or there. It's not a bad spot. I can't meet that demand. Can I ignore it?
Hey, or it gets ugly.
What I would do with you.
They wouldn't go to war with us again.
No, this will never happen.
I've had a change of heart. Nothing more.
Who's the real king, huh?
Oh. This game has gotten sketchy again. Extremely sketchy. I have no idea what you're doing out there, and my brain's giving up. Giving up the ghost. I mean, we can grab 4 stars relatively fast here, it would appear. So that's not a bad situation to be in. We just need to grab another territory. So I don't know. How bad is the situation, really? Nothing's unwinnable. I need to remember to pay attention to this Congress. I actually have good international sway. So I guess this is what the session leader decided to vote on. So each session leader comes up with a different law. Maybe Yellow will decide that we should sanction Brown and turn this planet around. Wow, you want to enact no effect? That sounds amazing. Bonus access to strategics. Is the world getting more collectivist? It would appear I am. Yeah, let's do a review of the map before we call it. No reason to go any more turns. Apparently we missed voting on something. And we could have swayed it, so that's lame. You didn't even demand anything. Oh no, we did vote on that. What am I talking about? I think it's just got tweaked a bit. I mean, the religious situation isn't
much
good.
of a mark, but until the book is closed and the story complete, you still have a chance.
Rude. So that's interesting. The religious map is completely like the opposite of the culture map. No, maybe not. I guess it... Huh. I swear Brown didn't have a cultural presence. Maybe, I guess they've turned that around. Interesting. I guess Zoroastrianism was the way anyway. I seem to be the only holdout with Christianity. Even the original founder's stock is gone. Yeah. Great. This world is going to be the Jews versus everyone else. Stop getting little bits of realism in here, game. Nah. There's plenty of variety of religions, IRL. But I like saying stuff like that. So maybe in 10 years, someone will find their way to this episode and then want to argue in the comments about it. And I'll just be like, man, that's an old video. Necro. I'll call him a necrophile. That'll be fun. So yeah, how are the wars going? You know, Brown is supposed to be losing the war, not just taking the whole world over. That's not a good sign for my plans to win the game. Yeah, who would have believed it? The Mongol and Hunnic hordes are a bit overpowered when you're on a all land map. Yeah, there's definitely a correlation here between the people who picked the right choice of civs and the people who were doing well, I would say. I mean, what civ is Green even playing as?
Annoy me? Challenge accepted.
You're playing like a religious... No, Swahili, you're not playing religious. So, money, culture, money. Eh. Are you weaker than me now? That's a bad sign. Yellow, how are you doing in the war? Oh, Green's in a bad situation. Yellow is... Well, I mean, as long as Green holds, and then you might be fighting on even footing. I wish I had an envoy down there. I guess this is where spies come in handy. How is the whole purple versus brown going? You seem to have built a whole ton of ships. Interesting priority. I don't know that that was the best use of your resources. It's like, yeah, you're both on the coast. I did say you'd end up having a big naval war, but it was to stop Brown from just not engaging you at the ocean. Can these ships do anything to cities? I think they have already had their big fight. Yeah, I mean, these are just like melee ships, aren't they? It's like, yeah, I can't see what he's doing there anymore. We've lost our shared maps, but yeah, he is building something over there. I'm sure he's got a military in there somewhere. Of course, we know Brown has extra forces that are oh so nicely hanging around our territory. I feel like we need some overpriced spies. How easily could I go? Like, look at leverage. Like, how close is the nearest pile of it? Where was it? There was somewhere that had a ton of leverage hanging around. And I can't find it anymore. Maybe I don't need spies that much after all. Too much micromanage the leverage. The leverage is good value. I could get a star out of it, but... Oh. There it is. It's in San Lorenzo. How easily can I get down there? Not at all. I don't know if those count against the achievement. Let me look it up. I know this episode's going on a long time. It's interesting, right? Okay. Humankind achievements. I guess we haven't given up yet. We're putting effort into this. Alright, the achievement for the vassal thing is sign an alliance with somebody who was once your liege. So you don't have to take them over. You just have to get out of it and become buddies. It doesn't seem too likely to happen, but stranger things happen. Okay. No, my internet browser wants to update. That's annoying. I always check updates before I start recording. Nothing wanted to update. I can just ignore it, but whatever, you know, man. Why am I not finding the achievement? Where are you? Here it is. The Meek Shell and Terror. Oh, no, that's a different one. Win without declaring any wars. Peacemonger. No military unit other than scouts. Very rare achievement. I mean, I'm not doing this for the sake of achievements. I'm doing this so I can assign a personality trait to my avatar. So, a spy would be considered a military unit? I don't know. Assimilating and getting armies that way isn't a problem, according to people here. I think somebody already did a Let's Play and won on the max difficulty doing this. There's at least a video. I don't know if they won. But... I think as the spies were introduced to the game after the achievement, so I don't entirely trust the devs to have properly marked spies as a non-military unit. Upgrading units, getting reinforcements, none of that counts against you. Yeah, of course, people saying just cheat. Play against one AI and just steamroll them with the initial tribe. Someone didn't get the achievement and they said they didn't do anything wrong. They think declaring war invalidates it even though the achievement doesn't say that. Yeah. This guy thinks upgrading scouts or attacking units dequalifies you. I mean, I don't necessarily mind cheating to get the achievement. I'm giving it a good try, though, first. Yeah, some guy right here, he's saying that it's a disaster when you don't qualify how you get the achievement well enough. Like, what the hell's a military unit? Renting units is not constructing. Maybe that's the whole mercenary army thing we've avoided. Militarist home guards are considered constructing. I don't know if I've ever played a militarist civ to know what that means. I believe it's their special, though. Declaring war is okay. Buying a tribe unit in the Neolithic era from the outpost is not okay. I wonder if the envoys are themselves a problem. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, this whole discussion was before the DLC that added envoys, and then somebody actually just tacked on here at the end, envoys count as military units. Oh, so we've already lost the achievement. Yet, I still have some, like, sick desire to just play the game out to the end. Why the hell would an envoy be a military unit? It's a unit of friendship. You know, I'm going to look that up a little more clearly. You're not getting updated, internet browser. Go away. No one actually answered about spies. Well, now I'm just getting a whole bunch of weird conspiracy theory results from Facebook. That wasn't helpful. Peacemonger, spy, achievement. I guess those are common words in conspiracies. Been too long since I've heard a good conspiracy theory, but I'm not clicking off Facebook. I'm not hitting end turn. I'm too past tense for that. Yeah, right. We got a whole bunch of extra saves we don't need. Let's get rid of these. There's no way we could have played it better. I'm calling that. Maybe if we'd somehow been friendlier with Brown this whole game and it just felt like we were so far away we were safe. You know, everyone else decided to group up against Brown, but they didn't seem to feel threatened until I lost the war. So that's on them. You gotta stop the steamroller game. New AIs, I'll be back. We'll see if we can accomplish it. Maybe we'll get a wonder. Probably not, though. That doesn't... it doesn't seem like a great idea. Yeah, I don't know. Until the next turn, it's been Kevin without Wit Emmy. Signing off. Goodbye, everyone.